Hello, everybody. It is Saturday Night Live. How you doing tonight? How is everybody doing? Tell me about your day. Who is with us tonight? As I come on here. Hang on a second, I'm working on it. Hey, Kitty, how are you? I did get text tonight. I never know what Facebook's going to do, so I'm trying to get another screen up here. Good to have you with us, Kitty. What is happening in Illinois today? Hey, Krita. Great to have you with us. Hopefully it's a great day in Texas. Oops, hang on one second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I realized I had the truck keys in my pocket, and I knew if I didn't put them back where they belong, I would be in trouble later. Or in a couple days. Somebody would be like, hey, where's the truck keys? You know, that a slow Saturday is better than a closed Saturday. I am right there with you, Kitty. I am right there with you. We had a good amount of online orders today. I'll tell you that. We did have that today. So, we had a ton of packages, both decor and clothing. So, that was good and going all over the place, all over the country. So I like it when that's happening because that's a good sign of things. You know, at least people are that's a sign of people still spending money and the economy's still going. So I do like that. And so that is very promising because even if you're having slow days, you know, if we can get your online going more, there are shoppers. So people are shopping with that. So that side is exciting. And I am happy with that. We have a nice stack for the post office to pick up on Monday. Actually, I didn't do that screen either. Sometimes that system pisses me off. But what are we grateful for this Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live, what are we grateful for? Tell me about it. I'll write myself a note there. Tell me what you are grateful for this Saturday Night Live. I'm grateful for a good team. We had a good team today that worked well together. The team we've got working at our home store is really coming together and the new people are gelling there. And they're starting to be productive and good with customers and everything. So that is a accomplishing thing. That's a great thing. Kindness is a wonderful thing. Actually, I got a quote for that tonight. Do you know? Well, I'll give you a trivia before as I. Krita, in general, I'll answer that question. I'm going to come back to your question, Krita. I'm going to give you a trivia question. Then that's great. I'm glad to hear that. That's something to be very grateful for, Krita. I'm going to give you, and it's funny, one of my stores today thought they were slow yesterday and busier today. And actually, they had a good day yesterday, too, at least in sales. So I think incoming was slower, so it didn't feel as crazy. Because I think when incoming is coming in, it always feels crazier. But that was an interesting thing. So here's my trivia question for you. And it goes right to Kitty's thing. So there's your hint. It goes to what Kitty had to say. There is a song. So my trivia question for you tonight is, what is the first song to be number one on the pop chart, the country chart, and the solo artist chart? So pop, country, and solo artist. What is the first song to do that on all three of those charts? There is my useless guy trivia question for tonight. And let's go to the Good Morning Good Night book. And thanks to Cassandra, we have not our default one tonight. She's like, okay, you're stuck there at the warehouse, but hey, I'll send you one. And she was even techie. She sent it to the printer here at the warehouse. She sent it right to the printer there. Cassandra was great. And now she joined. She must have heard me talking about her while she joined. So tonight, if you're following along in the Good Morning Good Night book, no, not Taylor Swift. This is older than that. You're close. You're close in concept, Kitty. Okay, so tonight, if you're following along in the Good Morning Good Night book, we are on page 166 and 167. Good morning, people of every color, shape, and stripe. Hold up, you with the stripes. Get over here. That's awesome. That's our good morning. All right, any other guesses for what was the first song that topped both the pop, the country, and the solo artist charts? And it goes to the theme. Kitty's theme of the customers who did come in were nice. So it goes to that theme. So I even gave you a clue. Oops, whoa, what's going on my screen? Oh, my logins. Okay, well, I'm going to give it to you because I don't want you spending all night trying to figure this out. It is Don't Be Cruel. Don't Be Cruel. Okay, is the song, and we need more of that, especially as we head into this holiday season. People are stressed. Don't Be Cruel. It is a, yes, Elvis. And he was the first artist to do it. So there is your useless piece of trivia tonight. Find a way to use that someplace else. I found a way to use it in the show tonight, so there you go. Okay, now, Krita, to your question, and then I'm going to get to my theme tonight, and then I'm going to get the heck out of here. To the Krita, you can. There is a way to opt out of. Let me rephrase that. Businesses under 50 employees can opt out of that, although there is not a way to actually opt out of it. It would be my recommendation that you don't opt out of it, okay? Because if they are out because of COVID, you can pay them up to 80 hours under that, okay? You can pay them at anything 2/3 of their salary or more. Okay, some businesses are paying people their full salary, and the government is giving you a credit of 2/3. They're giving you a credit right off your quarterly taxes, right off your 941. You get to deduct it. There's a new box on it. You can deduct it right off there. Okay? And the government will will reimburse you 2/3 of their salary of their pay for up to 80 hours over 2 weeks between now and the end of the year under the current law. Okay, this expires at the end of the year. See, I would take them off unemployment and do this. They'll get more money, typically, especially in the state of Texas. Okay, and I would pay them versus having them on unemployment. That was the whole idea behind this, was to keep the people off unemployment. So I would keep them off unemployment. I would have them withdraw their claim, okay, pay them at least 2/3, if not all of it, okay, for up to 80 hours over 2 weeks of their scheduled pay, is how I would handle that. Versus having them go on unemployment. Because the states are going to start holding people accountable for these later unemployment claims, and you don't want that on you, even if it's for a short period of time. Okay, so I would pay them, and it's really up to you and where you are as a business, whether you do their full pay and get the 2/3 back from the government. I mean, and they will even, so let's say you have a rash of it, okay, and it exceeds your 941 return. Right, and they can collect under that. You can pay them under this, okay? And that's what I would do. Some businesses are paying them their full pay and getting the 2/3 back from the government. You take it as a direct deduction off your 941. If it exceeds the amount of federal payroll taxes that you're paying in, you can actually request an expedited refund, and the government will issue you an expedited refund for the amount over that. So you are fronting the money, Krita, but it's to keep the employees on your payroll, and you get the money right back from the government. So that is how I would handle it. Up to you whether you pay them 2/3 or whether you pay them in full. I've worked with companies that are doing both. I have worked with a bunch of different people that are doing it both ways. So either way, but do that versus having them on unemployment. It's a much better deal. So as we are on self-care, we are on Saturday Night Live, but we are on Self-Care Sunday Eve. And we will have the recipe, of the week. And we will have the recipe of the week coming out. I don't have the post scheduled for that yet. So I will schedule that. That'll be up tomorrow. I promise you the recipe of the week tomorrow, because we're keeping the Resale Strong cookbook going. And I do have a recipe to go in there. It is sitting on my desk or on the counter. I just gotta schedule it and upload it. But my other topic for you, okay, because this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I attended a webinar this week, okay, and it is on what is wrecking your sleep. Your sleep. Business owners in good times don't get enough sleep. Okay? Entrepreneurs do not get enough sleep, even in good times. And this webinar was put on by my alma mater, Bentley University. They had put this on, and it was actually really very good. It was a great conversation about what is wrecking your sleep. And so they are letting me share that with all of you. I'm actually able to share this webinar that I attended the other day, and I'm going to be sharing it. It'll be posting to the NARTS private Facebook group within the hour. And this is a really good thing to get your mind around. Clear your mind, listen to it. I have listened to it, and we can talk about it tomorrow. I really want to talk about it because working towards a better sleep, is really important, and it's really important as we work our way through this pandemic. I know some of you are like, I can work off of 2 hours sleep. I work on 3 hours sleep. I'm one of those people, once I'm down, but if I get woken up in the middle of the night, then I just need to get to work. Okay, doesn't matter how many hours were in between that. Has been my history. But this is a really interesting discussion, okay? And the woman who hosts this webinar is going to talk to you about the 3 things that are wrecking your sleep. 3 things. And she gives a couple techniques to do it, but it's really starting to get your mind around this, okay? Get your mind around that there are things that we are doing. You are in control of this. You are in control of what's wrecking your sleep. Okay? I mean, we fixed one of them, okay, earlier on in the pandemic when I was just like, okay, I can't do this on this bed anymore. If you remember way back when, I was just like, I can't do this anymore on this, super expensive bed we had that was just awful, okay? We woke up feeling awful every day. Didn't matter how many hours of sleep we had. It was like sleeping on concrete. But so we improved that, okay? But this is going to help you improve your sleep even more. And so I was really excited that they let me share this, okay, with the group here and with everybody on Resale Strong. It's going to go everyone. So our whole network is going to have access to this. And it really helps get your mind around it. So I'm excited about that. And I want you to watch it. So I think it lists at about 55 minutes. The bulk of it's in just over 30. Okay, it gets into some question and answers, which are actually pretty good. So definitely worth listening to and taking in. I really encourage that because as we work through this marathon, okay, your sleep, your rest, how you feel, how you get a more restful evening, a more restful night, will help you be better at your business, will help you be a stronger store, and will give you some self-care. So that's why I posted it tonight. So that'll be up on narts.org/resalestrong shortly. This video and everything that we cover here goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Noon! Everything, the files we talk about, the webinar that I posted, it'll all be on narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. Cassandra and Adele make that all happen, and I greatly appreciate their efforts on that and keeping that all up to date, because it makes it so easy for you to find what you missed, because you can't tune in live every night. I get that. So it's easy, it keeps everything organized, you can keep right up with everything. It's no problem. You can also share it with all your friends, your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. We can now add to things that businesses that we've helped, farms. I did a farm the other day. Okay, I was sitting with Cassandra. I'm like, did I tell you I helped I sat down with the farm, and I'm like, and so yes, I've done a farm now too. All of these things, we've got to help everybody through. We want to get everybody across to the other side. Even old MacDonald, he's got a farm. We're going to get everybody across. narts.org/resalestrong. I'm here live, every night in the Narts private Facebook group. Narts private Facebook group every night at more 8 than ish. If you have a question in between, you just email me. Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. Or even if it's a more personal question, that's what a lot of them come down to, is something very specific about your business or your numbers or your situation, and I'm happy to help you through it. You just email me to Neil at ECIstores.com. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start and end this program every night. Tonight, if you weren't here at the beginning of the program, we are on page 166. And our good morning today was, Good morning, people of every color, shape, and stripe. Hold up, you with the stripes. Get over here. That's awesome. Our good night tonight is good night, people of every shape, color, and stripe. And those of you who can change colors in the sun. Boom, that's our good night. Look at the graphics here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even, possibly an inauguration. Who knows if I'll get an invite to that? You never know. It's a weird year. Stranger things have happened. But when we can party again, I will be there with you in person. I'm telling you about it. I'm going to be there. But until then, know that I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. And know that you, and most especially you, yes, you're not alone running this store. I'm out of here, folks. I'm headed home, and then I can say it's time for dinner. You have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow, Self-Care Sunday.